So Hank has got his best friend in some pretty dire straits right now.
No, Nick is in some pretty dire straits.
Well, but you've got to be the support system.
I do, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, it's like, I'm not going to, foolishly follow. You know what I mean? And meaning, just I was telling this other table is that the beautiful thing that you hope the direction we go in is that, his choices, his decisions create conflict, and that you're really sort of having to challenge each other. You know what I mean? And it's not that oh, thank you. That whole cliche, you're gonna have to trust me on this kind of thing. It's like you hope you say, no, I'm not gonna trust you. I don't trust you, and I'm not doing it. And then so it's like, okay, where are they? What is he left with? What decisions does he have to make? Hank or Nick? You know what I mean? Does he have to go it alone? And then what's the fallout from that when he doesn't have his support? When he doesn't have his back? You know what I mean?
Is Hank going to get himself some best 11 this season?
I hope not. No.
You only have one bad experience.
I know, but that's enough to taint you for a while. You know what? It'll be interesting. I think that to be very candid, that if that doesn't support the story, it doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean?
I actually like the fact that the show does support romance.
Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate it as well. Because then it just becomes a distraction. More than anything else.
So is Hank going to be the uncle to the little Texan Grimm?
You know what? The thing is, I'm going to have to know what he is first. I'm like, I bring him to my house, eats up all my food, and he just goes through the next thing, be a gremlin.
It's a baby, though.
Don't keep him after midnight.
Gremlins, when they turn gizmos into gremlins.
Is he going to turn into Jack from The Incredibles?
Yeah, I did. Right. I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, again, he'll be there as a friend and person of great support.
Can you talk a little bit about what Comic-Con has meant to you and to the show?
Well, I mean, it's been a great boon for the show. Just having an opportunity, I think, more than anything else, for us to come down from Portland, to come sort of back to civilization, if you will, and be ourselves. I mean, we're sort of excluded, living up in the Pacific Northwest and shooting up there, and we're sort of isolated in a way. And I think it gives us an opportunity for the fans to just kind of get to see our personality, and get to sort of see who we really are on the panels, when we're just out talking and just meeting people, just seeing our wild and crazy selves. And it's just a lot of fun, and just to know that we're human beings, and we like to have fun, and I think it engenders our audience just a little bit more.
And what's been your favorite scene to shoot in season 4? Or
I actually do. I think my favorite time was when I had an opportunity, sort of when I was overtaken by the spirit, the Indian spirit. And just because I had an opportunity to sort of get back to my theatrical self, sort of my stage theatricality, and get into sort of my physicality and my body and whatnot, and just show just a different side of Hank and a different side of Russian.
So when it comes to the romance side, you're not terribly interested. But what aspect of this show are you most interested in? Whether it's the mystery or the action or the character development?
It's more the mystery. I like the cerebral aspects of it. Just like the idea of psychological thrillers or like Seven and whatnot. Those are kind of films that have always been a favorite of mine. And so I sort of like when we're just trying to figure things out. Not necessarily running down the street chasing bad guys, but just kind of figuring out what makes them tick and why they're doing certain things, and sort of the detective part of it. The procedural aspect of it is what I enjoy.
Speaking of Seven, what was your reaction when you found out how Kelly was going to die and the whole head in the box thing?
Pretty freaky, but I thought very cool. If you're gonna die, you gotta get beheaded. Let's see if we win it.
What do you hope Hank does in the next season?
That's a That's a great question. You know, I think just more of the same, really. You know, again, as I said, you know, I think that Hank has more I like Hank to have more of a physical presence than anything else, because, you know, I like the way I've been able to sort of find a niche of commenting on a scene with a look or, you know, something like that, and that sort of sums how sort of maybe the audience may feel like, you know, just because of his, you know, I sort of take the idea of, I'm sort of the audience, the layperson, like, this is strange, this is crazy, why? That doesn't make sense. Okay. You know what I mean? And just sort of those incredulous looks, you know, just being weird. So, again, just more being like seen and not heard, you know. Just working on those aspects of my character.